Idaho Senator Larry Craig is fighting to keep his Senate seat. Good evening, I'm Richard Brown.
And I'm Robin Nance. His spokesman tells KXLY4 tonight that if the embattled senator can clear his name, he may not resign at the end of the month. Craig announced Saturday he'll leave the Senate September 30th in the wake of his arrest in an airport bathroom sexting.
KXLY4's Erik Loney talked with Craig's spokesman tonight. He's got the latest for us in the newsroom.
Yeah, and he told me that Craig does intend to resign at the end of the month, as he said, but he said if he can get his name cleared, he may, and emphasized may, decide to stay in office, although that spokesman did admit that getting a guilty plea reversed will be an uphill battle.
It is my intent to resign from the Senate.
Idaho Senator Larry Craig chose his words carefully Saturday, intentionally saying intent rather than just saying he was going to resign. Roll Call, the D.C. newspaper that broke the story of Craig's arrest, is now posting a voicemail left by Craig on a wrong number before his resignation speech that appears to show Craig was considering a comeback even before he resigned.
Yes, Billy, this is Larry Craig calling. You can reach me on my cell. Our inspector is now willing to come out in my defense, arguing that it appears by all that he knows I've been railroaded and all of that. Having all of that, we've reshaped my statement a little bit to say it is my intent to resign on September 30.
A spokesman for Craig's office told KXLY4 tonight that they know that fighting the charges is an uphill battle. We asked Spokane defense attorney Chris Phelps tonight how hard it is to withdraw a plea.
On its face, it's difficult, and unless there's facts that we don't know, I'd have to say it's slim.
Phelps says courts are very careful when taking pleas, and judges make sure that all pleas are knowingly and voluntarily being given.
There's some ways to attack a plea. You would have to assert that you were under some sort of duress. However, the court will specifically ask you that when you make the plea. Has anybody threatened you with anything? And if you say no, then it's almost disingenuous to come back later and say, well, I was lying to the court when I said that I really was under duress.
Now, Craig has hired an attorney in Minnesota to handle his guilty plea, also hired an attorney in Washington, D.C. to handle his Senate Ethics Committee investigation. They plan to send a letter to that committee in the next day or so, asking them to drop their inquiry. They told us that this Ethics Committee has never investigated a senator for a misdemeanor before. Reporting live, Erik Loney, KXLY4.